Got to come back one more time. Apparently, we got people at the end of the day don't know better and don't know anything at all. Period. Just saying stuff for the sake of just saying stuff because again, they got nothing better to do. Fellow, I don't even know his name. We just call him HD. I've talked about this guy before, who's made claim about the VAVA projector. Hold on a minute.
Right up it's over. There's fire over there.
Let me pause this for a minute. He made claims about the VAVA projector being this really great projector, and we told you before these projectors are not all that great. Due to the fact that, as I told you before, they lie a lot in their specifications, a great deal in the specifications. As a matter of fact, VAVA lied so much in their specifications, claiming when they first came out that they were 6,000 lumens, got sued by Epson and lost in court because they lied about the specifications. They tricked a lot of people and make them believe that their projectors actually could do 6,000 lumens when they weren't even close. Now, a fellow by the name of, what do you call, Phantom, or what do he call himself, Phantom HD? I'm not pronouncing the rest of that name to it. Illustration, or he's called himself. Let me explain something to you. You don't know anything of what you're talking about. You don't even know contrast level when you see it. That's not black. That's physically gray. That VAVA screen that you just paid $700 for does not have the capability to produce, as I said before, a black level. It doesn't have that ability. You think you're seeing contrast, you're not. Your black level literally should be matching the black bezel that you have around your frame. Now, that's black, but this is not black. That is actually gray. I don't know if you guys are colorblind at the end of the day or what goes on in your world, but y'all don't know colors at the end of the day. Another thing too, I know this demonstration. I've done this demonstration dozens of times, and that is not black. It doesn't come in black. It's designed for an OLED TV, so the background should be black. One thing about your projector, and I've explained this to people before, to this fellow before, your projector is not 4K. It is not. It is a 1080p, if that base projector, that basically uses pixel shifting technology. Pixel shifting technology is not native 4K. So I don't know where you guys are getting this from. You don't know where you're getting this from, but your projector is a fake. And the reason why it's a fake, as I said before, it's 1,800 lumens. And like I said, Epson filed a lawsuit against someone in court because these guys were going out and basically stacking up or fluffing up their specifications, claiming the projector was 6,000 lumens. You can look that up. It's all over the internet. You can see it right from there. But I'm going to show you. I even talked to some of the representatives in VAVA on their site when they were over on Facebook. Bring it up for you right now. When they're over on Facebook, and the guy actually said in the room that the VAVA projector is a 1080p base projector. So you paid for a 4K projector that is basically 1080p. That's what you paid for. Go. Here's my conversation right here with them. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. So how are you going to come on here talking about me at the end of the day? And you're going to stand behind the VAVA projector and say, oh, it's a good projector. Man, you got taken. First of all, that projector only has a 3,000 to 1 contrast level. That thing is lower than my projector. My projector over here, that the $60 projector has a 4,000 to 1 at 3,600 lumens. Your projector has 3,000 at 1,800 lumens. Yeah, that was a real good idea right there. Let me show. I'm going into this page right here to pull that up. All right. Now over here, you think you're showing off contrast? I specialize in black technology. I would know what black contrast looks like at the end of the day. That's not black, that's gray. If that was black, it would be matching the bezel frame that you have around your screen. It's not. That's how we know it's coming up in gray, and it's coming up in a really high gray. That's extremely bad. I got gray screens that can produce a darker contrast level than that. That is really poor. Let's show you the whole demonstration. Okay, this is for the HD guy. You see this right here? This is a conversation that I had with VAVA right in the room. Do you hear what he says? See what he says right here? Read what it says right here. VAVA is a 1080p pixel shifting 4K projector. You can't be both in this world. You have to be one. Either you're 4K or you're 1080p. You can't be both. So you have a 1080p base projector that uses pixel shifting. You don't even have enough pixels to put in 3840 by 2160. It doesn't have that capability. So where are you getting 4K from? If you go to the site itself, it doesn't even give a resolution count. It doesn't give a pixel count. It gives off 4K. That's it. It's just labeled as 4K. There are two different versions of 4K. That's what I asked the guy. Even at 4K images, and it says it does 4K images, which it doesn't do. Even at 4K images, the native resolution is 1920 by 1080p, meaning you're using a compressed 4K, but you're advertising that it does 4K when it does not. I'm pretty sure you know the difference between the two. You got two different versions of 4K. You have 3840 by 2160, and then you have 4096 by 2160. It doesn't have either one of those pixelation counts in there. It has 4K. That's all it's stating. Gee whiz, don't know jack about jack. Don't stick my name in things. At the end of the day, you do not want my attention. You see what happens to people who get my attention. Your meter you have over here is picking up at 180 lux. Do you know how low that is? I can drop my meter on the floor and I can pick up over 1,000. That's nothing. You have no light going on in this environment. Let's look at the meter reading he has going on here. And on top of that, why are you even showing this demonstration to begin with? This is a contrast demonstration. Good, thank you for showing me this, because now I know that a $700 100-inch screen from VAVA doesn't pick up contrast for jack, and that 3,000 to 1 contrast that you have on that projector isn't doing nothing. So this is supposed to be black in the background. If you've ever seen these demonstrations before, this is developed for OLEDs. You should have no tan. See the background? That should be solid black. Your screen washed out. If your screen washed out in 180 lux, that's pretty bad. This is supposed to be jet black. So what he's going by in his demonstration right here, he's going by that he can see the image. No, you missed the entire point of the demonstration of what you're doing. You understand? This is a demonstration designed for an OLED TV, which means that background is supposed to be solid black while these colors radiate in bright colors. You missed it. What you're showing is the radiating color. That doesn't mean jack at the end of the day. That background is supposed to be solid black. That's what you missed. That's how I tell you at the end of the day, you guys don't know what you're doing. You don't even know your own projector. You see his meter on his lux? Look how low it is. You're at 119. Do you have any idea that in the dark, I pick up higher than 119? That is very low. That's extremely low. And on top of that, your meters are off. You never trust apps on the meter because they don't read correctly. You get a certified meter, which that is the one I own right there. 119 is nothing. That's extremely low. Oh, man, you guys know nothing at the end of the day. I can drop a meter in the middle of my phone and I pick up higher than that. You know nothing. And you're gonna entertain me at the end of the day. I'm gonna get embarrassed. That same meter right here. This is why I tell you, stop getting yourself embarrassed. I'm gonna get away from the meter. On top of the meter. There we go. The sensor's right next to me. See that? Your environment's too dark. Way too dark. You should not be coming in at 119. That means you're sitting in the dark somewhere. You don't lighten your environment. What are you doing over there? My goodness, you people, come on now. Doing these dumb demonstrations. Don't stick my name and stuff. Don't even put Lost Sand God in there at all, period. Because I will come and see the demonstration and I'll embarrass you. Your projector number one, the VAVA, sorry people who have those things, they're trash, I'm sorry. Projector lied about its specification, got sued by Epson and lost in court. They were never at no 6,000 lumens. Even Epson can stare like, wait a minute. That's not 6,000 lumens. They know that at the end of the day. That's not 6,000. That's why they took him to court and sued him. I'm pretty sure they contacted him. First of all, they look, man, you got to basically stop that nonsense at the end of the day because we're calling bull. There's no way in the world that's 6,000 lumens. And I guarantee they got on it like, yeah, 6,000 lumens, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no problem. We'll take you to court. And they lost. And I'm sitting here telling you that that screen, number one, that projector is not 4K. Doesn't have the capability to be 4K. And you're talking about well-lit environment. If that screen's washing out that bad at 119 and we're in 1,000 over here, your screen wouldn't even pick up over here. That's good to know. Thank you for showing me that. Because I had no idea that the VAVA projectors were that poor when it came to ambient light projection. And when actually I knew they were poor, but I didn't know their gain quality was that low. That is pretty bad. Let me show you something. This is my bathroom. Sure, my bathroom's a bit of a mess. As a matter of fact, let's show right in the front room. 119. Gee whiz Louise. You're proud of that? This is my front room. I'm not even anywhere near the windows. Nothing. Let's go in the kitchen. This is just a little dining area, but this is Taco's room. That's Taco's area. Let's go in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. The house is too dark. Way too dark. Let's go in my hallway. Where my teddy bears are at. This is my hallway. Teddy bears. Let's go in the bathroom. It's my bathroom. My bathroom is super bright. Sorry about the bathroom. It's a mess. I already told you already. It's a mess. This is my bathroom. I don't even use the overhead lights because it's too bright in here. Bathroom doesn't pick up at all. I told you my bathroom is brighter than your freaking room, your place. It doesn't pick up in the bathroom. Bathroom is super bright. See that overhead light right there? I don't even use that thing because it's too bright in here. So when I tell you that your area is too dark, your area is too dark. My bathroom is brighter than your downstairs. Isn't that funny? All right, let's take out this other light. This is the light we don't like to use. It's too bright in here in the bathroom. Let's just use that one instead. Take that off. And I'm still brighter. All right, let's take out the lights all together. Let's see what we pick up. See, 60. Your environment's too dark. Now, did you enjoy getting embarrassed? Hopefully you learned your lesson in this one. And you learn to mind your own business. Gives us a fair warning I'm giving you. And the reason I'm giving you a fair warning because you do not want me to dig into your channel. You really don't want that at the end of the day. You don't want that kind of publicity. 119. What a joke. So this is when I tell you at the end of the day that no, 119 is a joke. 216 is a joke. 71 you have there is a joke. I can walk around this entire apartment. Everywhere I drop that meter is far brighter than your environment because I'm actually working with screens in this kind of lighting. My bathroom maxes out. There's so much light in the bathroom will max out. So I physically have more light in my bathroom. Actually, I have more light in my environment than all your meters combined together. So you don't have any light in your environment's too dark. If I stick that VAVA screen in here, it wouldn't even pick up, which that's good to know now, because I had no idea those screens actually operated that poorly in that little bit of light. That's no light right there. So if that screen operates that poorly in that little bit of light, wow. I couldn't imagine having it over here. It wouldn't even work. The screen wouldn't even pull up. I do plan to buy their screen, by the way. I think it's like $700 for 100 inch. So I'm planning to buy one. And I'm going to stick it in my environment, see what happens. And I guarantee you, that screen is going to wash out. It just washed out that badly. So let me show you right here. Its contrast levels are poor. This is supposed to be black all around here. This has got see that kind of washed out look to it? That's very poor. And again, you're talking about, oh, this is even worse. You do know this is supposed to be black, right? This is not supposed to be gray. Again, I can't express this enough. This was designed for an OLED TV to be tested on an OLED. So that background is supposed to be black. It's not supposed to be gray. That's how it's supposed to come up. That's really poor. You're picking up the color. You're just picking up the contrast. And these colors are supposed to be much more brighter, much more richer. The heavier the contrast levels, the much more better the colors are going to push. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, gee whiz Louise. He didn't play these, did he? Yes, he did. Those are washed out, too. So I'm not going to analyze your channel. Don't need that at the end of the day. This is just enough for you right here. To show you at the end of the day, you don't have no idea what you're talking about. You see how bad that is? Where's the black level? This is supposed to be black behind here. Where's the black level at? Not even there. So that's good to know. VAVA projectors can't see contrast. A screen definitely ain't seeing contrast. What conversation did I have with them a couple of days ago? Oh yeah, it depends on the projector's contrast capability. The projector plays a big role in it, because I asked them a question about the screens. Do they have any black screens? And I asked them about, okay, so where does the contrast come from? And they said the contrast comes from the projector at 3,000 to 1. No, it ain't coming from jack at all, period. Even at 4,000, 5,000 to 1, it's still not going to be to pick up correctly. And again, with that little bit of light you have in that environment, if I were to stick that screen in here, look at the difference between your wall, my man, and look at mine. You see the light I have in here compared to yours? That's why my meters in here trigger off. And my ceiling's black, and I still pick up more light than you. My blinds over here are shut, and I still pick up more light than you. Look at the manager. Look at the manager. Like, what's he doing? What is he doing? I have no being taco. I don't know what he's doing at the end of the day. 109 on the meter. 119 on the meter. Sorry about that. 119 on the meter. He doesn't know what he's doing. He got the meter. He got the pumpkin eater. He got a wife he couldn't feed her. You ever seen the story tell for that one right there? Peter Pumpkin. Yeah, man. No, I'm sorry. That's a fail. That's a huge fail. And if you're saying our products don't work on there, no, they don't. That's the Supreme 8 you're talking about. We do not work on. I've made that statement many times. We don't work on those projectors until we have this technology that will. Oh my goodness, I just realized something. If that is the VAVA screen right there and it's working that poorly, my goodness, that means my product that I designed for their, not for their projector, to be used with their projector is better. It's better than your product right there. It's better than that screen. This screen right here, I can hit that on 60,000. Sorry, I can hit this on a $60 projector. Use it in the same environment, same fully lit environment. I can hit 1,000 lumens in a fully lit environment, and my screen picks up better than yours. And you paid $700 for that screen. $700. I don't know whether to laugh or cry about that one. That screen cost $700. That's the 100 inch. 120 inch, they want 1,000 on it. Hold on for a minute. We've had this conversation with this guy before. Let me go over here real quick. Let me go pick up here. This is the 1,000 lumens demonstration we did on that one. Where is it at? Here we go. That's my demonstration on my 720p $60 ultra short throw projector in a fully lit environment. And judging by the meter we have in here, we pick up at 1,000 or so. So at 1,000 or so, we can pick up. My screen size in there is about 100 inches, because the actual screen size of the entire screen is around 120 inches, 123. So on your VAVA projector that costs you about $2,700, that is a $60 NEC that's producing on our product, our screen paint product, at about 100 inches. And it's doing it in the fully lit environment. And as you can judge by my meter drop in here, we're way, way, way beyond what your meter can pick up in your environment at 119 inches. So 119 on the Lux meter. That's it. So if I tell you at the end of the day that the VAVA projector is not worth your time and money to spend the money on, it's not. Because again, as I said before, that it's a projector that is stuck to the gray screen. We can't produce a black technology for it because it won't work. If I want to upgrade that projector, I can switch it over to that black technology over there and produce an amazing image. A darker image with more contrast. Now there's me switching it over to the black technology. This is the black screen it's being displayed off. Now since it's switched over to this technology, it has a little bit more advanced ambient light rejection technology. It also too has better color. It has extremely good white levels. And on top of that, it can pick up a 100% contrast level. We got half of the gray screen overlapping right there that doesn't pick up any color at all. So see, customers who have name brand projectors can switch over. They can go over to the black technology in advance. You can't do that. That's why VAVA never made a black screen. And I asked them about that because it won't pick up on their projectors. What they do have is they claim that the projectors do the contrast and they pick up the work. But from what I've seen in your demonstration, no, that's not happening. And this is me switching back over to the gray screen we have here with no problem whatsoever. Look how fantastic that looks. But in your demonstration here, my friend, down here, this is what we're getting. We got a washed out image here. That's not showing any contrast whatsoever. So let me show you right here also too. You got your meter down here at around, let me see, he has the meter down here again. You got the meter down here at 19. 18 to 19, that's what your meter's at. You got one at 214 and another one at 71. These are all extremely low. And how in the world are you coming up with 3 different readings in one room? That doesn't show anything right there. That means it's not a solid amount of light being produced in that room. We got 3 different readings. That doesn't even make any sense. All of those are completely low, extremely low. Like I said, this is my environment. There. Like I said, my bathroom is brighter than your environment. I wasn't joking when I said that. Meters don't pick up in my environment. Number one, your projectors are fake, as I said before. It's a 1080p based projector. It's not even native 4K. It doesn't have the capability, so you don't have 4K at all, period. It doesn't exist on your projector. Your projector has an extremely poor contrast capabilities, and the screen along with it. The screen can't pick up contrast for jack at all, which I can see in the demonstration right here. Look how poorly that's washed out. That's really washed out. That's not even black. That's all gray in there. You don't even know the difference between black or gray. You can see it right there. You can literally see the embezzle on your frame. That's black. This is supposed to be the same color. So you just told me from the VAVA projector and their screens that they literally just, if it comes down to the projector producing the contrast level, it ain't happening. It's not even there. And then your meters, how they're coming in that low, if I were to take that same screen and stick it in here, it's not going to pick up. It's going to produce just like Crow's product. It's not even going to show. That's a poor demonstration right there. Extremely poor demonstration. Environment's still dark. I can tell it's dark. That's why I tell you people, when I look at pictures in people's environments and I say the environment's too dark, I'm not joking. If they stuck a meter in there, it wouldn't even get to a certain level. It can't. It's too dark in the environment. Look at this. You got light coming from your bathroom right here, or whatever this room is. There's light coming out of here. And this area was well lit, and you wouldn't even see that at all, period. These are the kind of things I can see in your video demonstrations when y'all do these demonstrations. Look at this right here. This is supposed to be black too. That's coming up gray. And see the light coming out of the room right here? And this area is well lit. You wouldn't be to see that light at all, period. That's how I know your environment is dark. These lights aren't giving off anything at all, as you claim they are. They're not giving off any light. Environment's too dark. And that's why your meters are coming in at 119. And you think 119 is actually high. No, 119 is not high. 119 is extremely low. So let me show you something else too before we leave from here. Where is it at right here? Let me see. VAVA projectors right here. Here we go. So you believe for yourself. VAVA projectors. Epson wins lawsuit against VAVA projectors in ABS forms. Right there. They were claiming to be 6,000 lumens. They can no longer claim to be 6,000 lumens. They're advertised at 1,800 lumens. So that means they sat up there and they lied. And the specifications of their products and clearly said that their projector was 6,000 lumens and got sued for it by Epson. And that's supposed to be a trustworthy company, eh? So my projector behind me, my $60 NEC, is more powerful than your projector. My Optima GT55 is definitely more powerful than your projector because my Optima GT55 was a 3600 lumen projector with 20,000 to 1 contrast. It's better than your projector because there's a much higher contrast, has a much higher lumen count because it's 3600 lumens, and my projector of the Optima was actually 1080p, which your projector is 1080p right there. Spoken by VAVA itself, is a 1080p pixel shifting projector. So you just bought an overpriced 1080p projector that doesn't even have proper contrast, has an extremely poor lumen count attached to it, and then on top of that, it's attached to a screen that costs $700 that can't even see a basic contrast level at the end of the day. So again, you know nothing about the projector you purchase. And if I tell you that a $60 NEC is better than your projector, it is. If I stick your projector next to an NEC would drown out your image. I know why? Because the NEC is 36 and your projector is only 18, so it's much brighter than yours. Even in eco mode, it's brighter than your projector. You didn't get what you paid for, buddy. You got robbed. And you based your whole entire YouTube channel off this projector at the end of the day. This is why I'm calling you out and telling you, you know nothing. Even ABS Forums broadcasts it. They lost. For VAVA, they're lying about their specifications. Well, you may want to change that channel out now to something else. Maybe you want to switch over to Epson's because they do tell the truth about their products. And good job for Epson for basically calling bull at the end of the day, taking them to court and suing them. So that way other projectors that are out there lying about their specifications be put on blast. Literally thought he was picking up black levels, didn't he? Look at that. He really thought that was a black level coming up. That is gray, my friend. You got to know that the problem is that you never, well, you can't experience black technology. I don't work on their stuff. But anyway, as I said before, you don't know what black is at the end of the day. That's not black. If I bought just put it this way. If you bought an OLED TV and you turned it on and it came up looking like that, would you keep it or would you take it back? That's the question you got to answer yourself. If you said you would keep it, then you're colorblind. If you said you're going to take it back, then you know at the end of the day that that's not seeing black, that's actually seeing gray. And OLEDs are supposed to produce black. And you don't have enough light. See how dark the walls are? I see this a lot in demonstrations. See how dark these walls are right here? That tells me at the end of the day that there's no light making contact with the screen because the walls are too dark. Now, you see my walls in here? See how the light hits the wall? There you go. There's Taco having a fight again. You have a manager disputes over there? What's going on? Is a disgruntled employee not listening? He's a funny cat. Yeah, with Taco's tail on the meter. So even if I take my hand, right, and I basically bring it up a little bit. See right here? Put my hand over top, put a shadow over top of it. See, you're not picking up any light in that room. Your room's too dark. And I can tell that easily by just looking at the back of your walls. That's why when I see demonstrations and I see the back of those walls coming up real dim like that, see how the hallway's nice and somewhat bright in here. It's dim in the hallway too, but see right here? That's the same thing I saw on the IWA projector. One of the things I picked up on that. How dark it was right here in the booth, but the other areas were real well lit. All right, well, that's basically about it, man. Well, I hope you learned your lesson this one. If I were you, I'd just mind your own business because, again, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And I've seen you before in here. I just didn't pay you any mind, but I figured I might just kind of pop in. I'll give you a little bit of my time, and I explain to you exactly how you're doing it wrong and how you don't know anything at the end of the day. So that's basically about it. Got to go, and God bless.